What up? It's Lauren with Just Vegan, and where in each episode we try to look at a different aspect of the vegan lifestyle. And oh yes, I'm taking you on holiday with me, and we are in Ljubljana. So we will be doing, of course, some vegan eating at some vegan places and some vegan friendly places, and I'll talk to you about, some cool stuff to do while you're here. And if you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe, because believe me, you do not want to be missing out on these travel-tastically good times. All right, so Ljubljana honestly is one of the most romantic cities I have been to. What I love about it is there's a beautiful castle like right in the middle of town, and then the walkways around it are all or the streets around it are all pedestrianized, well, for people to walk on and dogs to walk on and to bike on. So no cars, which makes it really nice. Loads of cafes and a lot of good vegan restaurants. Honestly, I think in this kind of city center right near the castle alone, I believe there's like close to 7, maybe more, just vegan restaurants or vegan vegetarian, which for a smaller city is very impressive. Now, I have realized a lot of their restaurants that serve Slovenian food tend to have a few vegan options, because obviously the cuisine is a lot meatier, but you will find, pasta dishes and stuff like that. So, because I'm here with my partner, we'll be eating at some places that are more Slovenian traditional style, and then some vegan spots. Oh yeah. So we are at Ljubljana. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. If not, obviously I will spell it correctly right up here. But they serve traditional Slovenian food, and it's all vegan, vegetarian, yes! So we are starting off with bogrash. I will be having the lion's mane steak, and it comes with dumplings. And then my lovely partner will be going for the tagliatelle, I think in a mushroom sauce. Let's get to eating. I'm literally so excited. All right, let's talk about Ljubljana. This place serves vegetarian, vegan, Slovenian food, as I mentioned earlier. And oh my gosh, I just wanted to talk about that eating experience last night. The bogrash, which reminds you it's like a soup, kind of stewy-ish or goulash-ish. Maybe the broth, obviously it's a bit thinner than a stew. Really good, nice, hearty. I love the seitan chunks, dipping the bread in it. What a true delight. And then, oh my gosh, that lion's mane steak. So lion's mane, I didn't know this, I should know this, is a mushroom. And what he was saying, quite a hearty size one. What he was saying, they're quite rare, they're not that easy to find. So even when they get it in the restaurant, when they run out, they really have to pre-order it for the restaurant, because they're just not that easy to get in. So of course I had to try it. What I realized with Slovenian food, they do a lot of steaks and things like that. So this really replicated the steak, and it was in a nice red wine gravy. We had millet dumplings with it, and some veggies to just finish it off. But I am not gonna lie, it was so realistic. When you cut into it, it really was like cutting into a steak. And what I like about the lion's mane mushroom is it gives you that meatiness, but it's not a fake meat, obviously. It comes from nature, so it's not a lot of additives, and it just naturally gives you that wonderful meatiness. I enjoyed every bite, of course paired with some wines, because it would be rude not to. But I did think, out of the 5 years I've been doing this YouTube channel, I've never had a lion's mane steak of sorts. So just kind of proving that not easy to get your hands on. So come over here and get your hands on it and put it in your mouth. It was delicious. Okay, one tour you have to do. We did an amazing wine tasting, because the Slovenia wine scene is huge. They're very known for orange wine, which they've been producing for hundreds of years, which is quite an exciting, because it is my favorite color. So we went to a place that has a 300-year-old wine cellar. So I will be leaving the link for that below, because Boris, who was our guide, was so knowledgeable. We tasted 7 wines. Well, actually, I think we did 9 by the end of it, because we added a few on. Tried some dark chocolate. to pair with the wines, which of course were vegan. And it was just a really memorable, wonderful night. If you are a wine lover, you need to try Slovenian wines because I think they only export about 15% of them. So 85% of these wines you're getting in this country. I think they have like a smaller production quantity because it's a smaller country, but the wines are so good. So you got to come here and try them. If you're looking for a day trip just out of Ljubljana, you need to go to Lake Bled. Oh my gosh, probably one of the prettiest lakes I have ever swam in and been to. Truly impressive. What's really cool is there's a castle at the top, and then there is a little island that has a church on it in the middle, which you could take a boat to. Now, the tour we chose to go on, I will leave the link in it in the description below, because what I loved about it is you stopped at the castle. For those who wanted to get out, were able to get out and walk around, which we did. Honestly, doing that for about an hour is good enough. Then he came back, picked us up, and then dropped us kind of at a beach on the lake where you could take a boat out to the island with the church, or you could go swimming, you could go to a restaurant. So we were there. So we were in Lake Bled for about 4 hours, which to do and see all of that was definitely enough time. Also, I did find a wonderful restaurant that had a lovely vegan pasta. So it was like pasta, vegetables, tofu, and an amazing sauce, which was like right across from the lake. So that was really nice and wonderful. And they also have public toilets there. I need to look up the name of the restaurant, and I will leave that obviously, you know, in a link up here and then also in the description below for you, because it was just exceptionally beautiful. And I mean, this lake, I really can't speak highly enough of it. It's probably one of the prettiest in Europe. So check it out, Lake Bled. So I'm at vegan restaurant Barbarella, which is literally, well, it's on the same street as Kuzina, almost across the street. 2 vegan restaurants on one street. Amazing. But I came here for breakfast, so I went for the dirty chai tea latte, perfect way to start the day. And then I went for their toast with tomatoes, stracciatella, and pesto. Let me tell you, that toast was so insanely fresh. Those vegetables, like those cherries, just like burst in your mouth. What is great about this place is it's a lot of great, well, it's all plant-based options, but they do a lot of amazing stuff with vegetables. So, you know, health is wealth. We love that. Definitely a place to stop and check out. Anyway, love the vibe, love it all. They also serve wines and stuff here. They do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So, you know, come for one or come for all. Anyway, you must stop in. As I mentioned earlier, Ljubljana is such a beautiful, romantic city. And what I also love about it, loads of bridges, but also they have a really wonderful art scene. They have dragons on one of the bridges. And you're kind of finding art and cool sculptures all around the city. So really good to walk around and check it out. Maybe take a tour and figure out what it's all about. I should take a tour, but, but another great thing to do is because there is a river that runs right around the castle, you could do a boat tour, which we did, which was really, really nice. We did one that you could have some drinks on it and then cruise around the river. Oh yeah. Now this next one is a must to do while you're here. You have to visit the castle. Now there's a funicular that can take you up, or it's like maybe 10-15 minute walk up from like the city center. So now we have not been yet. We are going this afternoon because we're doing a little date day, and they have 2 restaurants up there. One is a Michelin star and one is in the Michelin Guide. So we're going to the Michelin Guide one. The Michelin star one, which is fine dining, does have vegan, like a vegan menu. And then also the one that we're going to has numerous vegan options. So vegans, get ready, because you want to go to the castle, check it out, have a nice meal, check out the views. You got to do it when you're here. It'd be rude not to. Gostilno na Gradu, definitely one of the most romantic spots in the city. This restaurant up at the castle, wow, it blew my mind. I started off with the nuts and red radish starter. Honestly, the flavor combinations were just incredible. And then, of course, you know, we're going to have to move on to a lovely main. So I went for the leek and polenta. Sensational. I cannot recommend this place enough. So definitely book in. Everyone, thank you so much for coming on my holiday with me. And as always, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Just Veganin and follow me on Instagram at Just Veganin.